Hey, that chicken got what it was coming to. What was coming to it? Oh, I messed up my intro. Hello, folks. Welcome. Welcome along. Welcome back to the Minecraft Survival Guide. That chicken had it coming. There we go. There we go. How's everyone doing today? Maestro, Shadow Moon Hunter, and Mattus. Thank you guys all for the follows already. Welcome back. Welcome back to Minecraft on Twitch. Today we're going to be playing some vanilla Minecraft over on the Minecraft Survival Guide world. I'm sorry if Twitch is still having issues because I've reduced my bitrate to what I think is a reasonable amount, but Twitch is still having some processing issues and is dropping my frames all the time. So, yeah, rather than just, you know, have a painful experience restarting the stream constantly, we're just going to roll with it, I think. So I hope the bitrate looks okay for you guys today. Do we have, like, quality options or anything? Okay, we're on 480p by standard. Yeah, okay, good. Good, okay. So, here we are. Here we are back in the world. Oh yeah, we should probably switch that over. And the first thing I want to do is work on the map a little bit, because the map has changed significantly since last we were here. And so I kind of want to see what Founder's Forge looks like now, because there's evidently going to be a few changes. I might actually shift this map over one so that I can fit the map of Founder's Forge in, because there's clearly going to be some stuff like further over here, like the mob farm and stuff. Let me turn the music down. How about that? There we go. That's better. Dr. Sommer83, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Twitch is just having a funny week, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now. Speaking of funny weeks, hi. Hello. You guys were useless. Okay, turning the volume up for my speakers so I can actually hear the game. Turning the game sound up as well, which doesn't affect the music, so do not worry. There we go. Equilibrium. Equilibrium, folks. Let's see what shows up on the map. Yeah, all right. Okay, we're starting to see some more of the city coming into focus now. Yeah, it's just a little bit of stuff has been built here since... Whoa, okay. Yes. That's what we like. Builds. Builds are here that were not here before. Oh, I'm just walking into a lake now. Luckily, that wasn't lava. Oh, a skeleton died here. Either that or a dog got hungry. This little walkthrough is single-handedly getting you back into this wonderful game. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, JJC. Thank you so much for the kind words. So, yes, here we are. Here we are back at Founder's Forge. You can tell that I haven't done that end of the ravine, can't you? That end of the ravine. We might actually get to working on that at some point today if other stuff doesn't waylay us. JJC, Salvi, Oochum Scoochum. Excellent name. Thank you guys for the follows. Much appreciated. Welcome along. Welcome to the Pixels. Hope you guys are having a great day. Yeah, so I think that is the outer limits of what we can put on this map, but there is still some stuff over here that I do want to add to the map, so... Is the lava lake not on the map then? Not so much. So yeah, we're going to work a little bit on some stuff around Founder's Forge today. We're going to also work on making some of my existing farms look nice. But yeah, it's so nice now that stuff has actually been built there, seeing this place come together a little bit. If you couldn't tell from my inventory, tomorrow's episode is about cocoa beans. Got a lot of cocoa beans on me right now. Hey, casual gamers, welcome along. And yes, welcome to the emote family, the Pixel Riff Flip emote, which was designed by Joel Duggan and was originally a Tier 2 emote, but now Twitch has made the excellent decision of allowing affiliates to have multiple Tier 1 emotes depending on their subscribers. So right now, because I have a bunch of wonderful subscribers, you guys have got me to the point where I can have 2 Tier 1 emotes. So subscribers now have access to the Pixel Hype and Pixel Flip emotes, regardless of what tier sub you are, which I'm very happy about. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. 100 bits from Amanda. Thank you so much. We are long-time Minecraft players, but learn something from each episode, loving this series. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. Glad to hear you're learning things. That's sort of the idea. And I always worry that sometimes I'm not expressing things the way I could. Like, sometimes I worry about not quite articulating myself well, but it's always wonderful to hear when people are finding the series useful. You're in search of a woodland mansion, left your parrot 10,000 blocks away from home. Nice, yeah. That's the problem with pets. That's why I tend to not worry too much about pets in this game, because lovely though they are to keep, they are a pain to make sure they follow you, especially with the advent of Elytra and everyone being able to move around their worlds a lot faster. Hey, people in the chat with the bit hype. And yeah, so now everyone can express their frustration with the crafting table flip emote that Joel designed, which I think was fantastic. Like, it started off as just a simple kind of table flip, and he was like, no, let's do some Minecraft. I'm pretty sure somebody in his Twitch chat suggested that using a crafting table would be a fun idea, and he went with it, and I'm really happy with the result. And I'm also very happy that people are now able to use it. I'm going to just put a glass bottle in there. I'll find that later and wonder how it got there. So I'm going to grab a little bit of paper from the sugarcane farm, and we can get some mapping done. Speaking of Joel, yes, we're actually recording tomorrow's Spawn Chunks tonight. Tomorrow's Spawn Chunks today. Because we have a guest coming on for the roundtable episode. And I'm not going to mention who it is quite yet, but I hope you guys are going to enjoy their company. What are we doing today? Working on mapping some stuff out and probably making some farms look pretty. But yeah, tonight's guest, tomorrow's guest has a little bit of a busy schedule, so it's recording the day before, and we're actually going to be recording at like 9:30-ish. Alright, let's get some compasses. And let's make a couple of empty maps. And then let's go map some more of Founder's Forge. Keep the paper in there for now. We'll probably trade some of that later. I'll keep this map on me so I can know more or less where I am. You accept Mumbo doesn't stream, you are mistaken. There's a exclamation mark Mumbo streams command now if you want to try that out. Hello, Doggy King. Meditative thought, your name's Joel. Well, welcome to the club, the growing club of worldwide Joels. There we go, Paranol's testing it out. It's on a bit of a delay, so people can't spam it in the chat or anything, but I thought it'd be quite funny to have... To start the... Our personal, like, Flat Earth Society thing where we deny the existence of Mumbo's streams. I thought that was going to be fun to throw in a command for that. So there we go, that's mapped instantly. And then if we go to the top of this one, we should be able to get the balloon in as well. And the balloon is just going to look like a big circle in the sky, but I like having this stuff on the map, you know? Boom. Oh, look at that. That's actually pretty cute. I like that. Let's take the shield off of here so you can see that. Yeah. The mighty hot air balloon. Looking majestic up there in the sky. Very cool. All the cool people are here. Why would you want to watch another stream? Good question. Good question. So, okay, let's do a jigsaw puzzle. Let's pop that one in there. That one in there. Move all of these over. Why can you not... Yeah, there we go. Why can you not, like, middle-click item frames? So this one here is there. Wait, is it further up than that? It's not there. It's clearly not. Is it there? No, that's not right. Map number 2. Okay, that's that one. Yeah, it's like further up. Darn, okay. See, there was me thinking it was like... Right, let's put it there. Put it there. Wait a second. What's going on here? What are these shenanigans? What are these weird borders? I guess that's right. Why does that just look totally wrong then? That's not the right map. Is that a different scale? It's a different scale. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Better. One of these days I'll learn how to play this game, guys. The trees are a dead giveaway. Ah, you guys know what's up. I do need to make sure that we get up into the mountains here as well. Before I walk into that lava stream. Instead of a derp counter, do we do a crumpet counter? Depends whether or not you think of crumpets as a mistake. I'm pretty sure crumpets are always worthwhile. I told you I'd have to walk into this lava stream, didn't I? There we go. Or this one. I'll walk into this one instead. How about that? Got to fill out those last pixels on the edge. There we go. Good. Now I've run out of fireworks. But I've got some paper on me, so if we can kill any creepers on the way back, seems unlikely. So much coal around here as well. I think this is where we're going to build the mountain blacksmith, because there's so much coal in this landscape. It's really likely that you would want to build a blacksmith where you had access to all of that fuel. Caving episodes were your favorite? It's funny, a lot of people find caving episodes a little bit repetitive, but maybe if you enjoyed it. Is there a bed in here still? I don't think there is. I think I moved it. Oh, well. Flying with rockets is harder on Bedrock Edition. I've heard, yeah. Because anything with right-click is going to be harder on Bedrock Edition. Or on Pocket Edition in particular. Like, anything where you don't have a right-click and you have to tap instead is always a little bit clunky as far as controls go. But yeah, we're going to build 5 blacksmiths in the Founders Forge area. That's the idea. There's going to be 5 of them. And yeah, there's going to be a swamp one who uses kelp blocks. There's going to be a forest one who uses charcoal. The mountain guy uses coal. The plains guy just uses anything and everything. It's just like the general auto smelter for now. And then the castle one is going to use blaze rods. Because the castle is going to kind of have access to the nether. And it might be kind of a part of the storyline. Even though we've got a nether portal here, I'm not certain how I want to decorate that. It's just there for my utility rather than any kind of story purpose. So eventually, if we end up making a big nether portal in the castle, it's going to be like they've been hiding the secret from the rest of the town, and that the nether portal, it's not necessarily like they're evil or anything, but just that they've got this power that they don't want to share with other people. Shooting spiders from the roof. Well, not the roof, but you know what I mean. Any Key, welcome along. Hello. Good to see you. And the real extra G has dropped a follow. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that follow. Thank you, dudes. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Chop! Haven't got my shield on for dealing with these skeletons. Xylem, thank you for the follow. Projectile protection 4? Man, it's a good thing I came in with the shield, huh? And projectile protection 3. Man, that guy was ready for a sniper duel. So anyway, now we have the this map kind of filled out to the right scale. We need to scale down the other one as well, don't we? I need to go get some fireworks also. Really like the fact that I read each and every comment on my videos. Yeah, it's at the stage now where the comments are getting frequent but manageable, you know? I'm still very pleased about being able to keep up with that stuff. Where is my... Did I leave my fireworks shulker box over at the ink farm? I think I might have. I think I might have done that. I can craft a couple more. But let's go over to the ink farm, because I'm pretty sure I left a bunch of stuff there. I need to do some tidying up. That's probably what we're going to do on this stream, actually, is a bit of housekeeping. Venomous, Track, Briar Oak, and Killian Cams. Thank you guys for the follows. Once again, I'm sorry if Twitch is being real, like, choppy today. It's really nothing that I can do. There's nothing much I can do about that. I've lowered my bitrate, and it's still dropping frames all over the place, so I'm pretty confident that is a problem with Twitch and not with my computer or my internet connection or anything. Hello, cats. Hello, Harshal. Welcome. Glad you guys can make it to today's stream. Today we're working on a couple of things. We are going to be doing a little bit more mapping of the local area around my base. Probably working a little bit on some builds here and there, making farms look pretty, that kind of thing. Oh yeah, I still have my beacon and stuff set up over here. I probably need to move some of this. Just casually leaves a beacon around. The rich man. All right, yeah, this is my fireworks shulker box. That's how come I couldn't find my fireworks before. So much gunpowder, so much paper. Oh, this life. Oh, I've got even more ink over here. Good, good. I'm glad I've got that. There's all the blaze rods and stuff. So yeah, here's the ink farm. Still going well. Still got plenty of squid swimming around in it. Killian Cams with the 30 seems goods. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. So yeah, here's ink farm. Have not needed to AFK at this since we created it, but I can drop these two shulker boxes back in there because yeah, we're filling them up every time we come over here. The fact that I think my frames just took a bit of a hit, thinking, yeah, there's probably a fair amount of stuff around here now. I've got some more gold. I need to bring the powered rails back with me, gosh. Okay, let's do this logically. Let's put some ink in the shulker box here and chuck out some of the stuff I don't need, like this chain armor, bones, that kind of stuff. I can get those elsewhere. Likewise, that bow can go. Right. So let's bring all this stuff back with us. Like I'm keeping hold of rotten flesh, but throwing bows away. Priorities, man, priorities. At least I can trade the rotten flesh. I've got so much junk. But that's that taken care of, at least. We'll keep this crafting table in here in case we need it for anything. And yeah, we'll come back to this ink farm later on, and we'll do a little bit of decoration around here, because it's still a hole in the ground right now. And I want it to be better. A cleanup day. Yeah, think of it as spring cleaning. It's kind of what we're doing right now. And daffodils are coming up outside, so it's definitely spring. If you have more than 2 hoppers going vertically, you can replace some middle ones with chests to get a storage buffer and maybe reduce hopper lag. Interesting concept. I like that. That's a good tip. Very good tip. There's even some more iron and stuff over in here. Man, I'm not organized at all with this stuff. I got myself a skeleton head the other day, though. That was exciting. I was standing at the Guardian farm during us writing today's Hermitcraft recap. And I actually stopped writing what I was writing. I think I was writing Doc M's section at the time, and I had to stop halfway through and be like, Zloy, I'm sorry, I'm AFK at my Guardian farm. There's a thunderstorm. I want to see if I can get a mob head. And so I turned over to the other screen where I had my game at the time and went and got myself a skeleton head, which was pretty funny. I look tired. I'm all right, actually. Today I had some good sleep. There was, I think yesterday, I was just really groggy. But I did a bunch of work yesterday. It just took me a while to get going. What's my favorite ore? Emerald. Definitely emerald. Emerald ore is probably my favorite block. Emerald ore and dark prismarine. Because I like rare stuff. I like stuff that's difficult to acquire. It makes me feel accomplished when I actually get it. Okay, let's go and drop some of this stuff off in storage. Bitrate is lower today because Twitch Pix is not full res today. Yeah, I know. I honestly thought that was going to make a difference. And now I've started the stream, I don't want to have it like chopped up into bits for the VOD, so you guys are getting me at 1,000 fewer bits per second. But there was a second there where I was like, is it going to be my internet connection? Is it just going to be something lame like that, and I'm going to have to reduce my bitrate across the board? No, turns out Twitch is just rubbish. Oh well. Put those in there. We've We've got andesite, sand, and stuff like that. None of this is really stuff I can auto-sort. All these stone slabs and whatnot. I'm going to bring back all of the cobble and stone that I dug out of the pit that the ink farm is in. I don't have any ghasts in my netherworld. I do. I just move through it fast enough that they don't spot me. And if I do spot them, then I kill them. A lot of the times problems with ghasts mostly happen because you don't kill them, and then they just kind of hang around in the same space and don't despawn. There we go. Organize this chest a little bit. Yeah, ghast problems happen if they don't despawn, which mine always do because I usually shoot them down. Let's put all the red sand in here. I need to stop storing stuff in the farmhouse. And I'm going to put the sponge up here with the prismarine shards, I guess. In fact, there's no point in keeping prismarine shards here. I'm probably going to, you know, if I've got them, I'll convert them from other things. So that is now sponge. This is the sponge chest now. Of course. Got so much other junk in here. I need to find a decent place to store coal as well. Like, where do I store coal in this place? Here. Why not here? I'll forget about that at some point, but it's there for now. There we go. 2 empty shulker boxes. That's a good start. This one. Yeah, this has some stuff that we can put away. Need to empty out the rest of this first. That one's empty. That one's just got ink in it. Put that there. These two I can put back in the ender chest. There we go. Got some empties here, which is good. And then this one is the one with... Oh, yeah, this has got all the junk. All right. Oh, it's raining. I think I've got a bed nearby I can go and sleep in. Did I explain ghast proofing while building the nether hub? Only a little bit, and I plan on rebuilding the nether hub completely at some point anyway, so I'm going to go into more depth about nether stuff later. Pretty sure ghasts need a 5x5 area to spawn. Something like that. But yeah, putting carpet or buttons or various other things down usually helps. I'll put the ice back in here as well. There we go. This is going to be general ice. It's not just going to be packed ice. How many shulker boxes do I have? A lot. I haven't made all of them either. I have a bunch of spare shells. But I've been to about like 10 different end cities. I've got 3 backup pairs of elytra as well as the ones I wear. And yeah, I have a ton of them. Put those in there as well. Killian counts with the 15 bits. Thank you very much. Enjoy your second place on the bit leaderboard. Last of your bits, have a great day. Thank you so much. I will, and I hope you do as well. 5x4x5. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds more like it. This is just going to be the prismarine junk chest now. It has been declared. I declare it. Okay, the redstone shulker box is also AWOL. Where is that? Terracotta can go in here. Wow, I've got a lot of that now. We did end the last Minecraft stream tearing up the mesa, so that's probably why. Glass and stuff, dark oak planks. Yeah, this can all go away. Housekeeping. When is my next episode of the Survival Guide will be up on YouTube? Tomorrow. Minecraft Survival Guide gets uploaded Monday through Friday. So on the weekends, you won't see new episodes basically ever. But the rest of the time, you can expect new episodes to come out on weekdays. Throw that out, throw that out. Pick up shulker box. And what can I get rid of here? Redstone. Nothing in any of those. Aside from, yeah, there's bits and pieces in here. Okay, I'll be back for that stuff. Why not on the weekend? Because I need a break, dude. Chill. Give me some time to relax. Also, on the weekends, I work on the Hermitcraft recap, so that doesn't even count as a break. But sometimes these episodes take longer than a day to record, so I need to give myself a little bit of time to relax. I'm slightly concerned that I have no idea where my redstone shulker box is right now, but it'll turn up. When do I get to rest? When I'm dead. But no, seriously, sometimes I try and get finished with the week's videos on, like, Wednesday, so then I can do a stream on Thursday but not have anything else to do, and then Friday is usually pretty clear. Friday tends to be when I watch Hermitcraft, but sometimes I'll do that on Saturday morning, especially right now whilst their output is a little more quiet. Nogri and Rosie's Vlogs, thank you guys for the follows. I only need 8 paper, don't I? Let's scale this one up. Scale up this lad. In or at the scale of this lad, absolute unit. Is the Hermitcraft recap up? I have no idea. I don't upload it. Because Lawyer's in charge of the admin for that channel. Oh, trampled that. It's on the edge, though, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, as Lawyer's in charge of uploading recap, I just do the voiceover. And bits of the writing, but we don't worry too much about that stuff. Swoosh. It's almost like you're painting with the landscape at that point. It's a nice poetic image for you. There we go. Speaking of painting with the landscape, at some point in the series we're going to have to cover map art, and that's going to be an adventure. Make one of those episodes in a weekly, like a week-daily show. Place 16,000 blocks. Make that entertaining. There we go. That's looking better. Oh, it looks kind of small. I mean, it is, really. Like, it's not a big city right now. We're going to do some stuff in Old Town over here, though. This is where Old Town is going to be. It's going to have sunk into the swamp like that one castle in the Monty Python film. Logical Geek Boy has a phantom farm. I dare say he does. I dare say he does. There we go. Give me some extra fish. And this map was the one that was on here, right? Probably take that down. Yeah. That sort of works. Sort of works. I like being able to see Founders Forge on here now. That's fun. Put the coal in here. May as well put the extra furnaces and stuff in there as well. Observers, droppers, compasses, and I guess we'll put the sticky pistons in there until I locate the redstone shulker box, wherever that's got to. Extra pairs of shears. Got a little bit of gunpowder. And this was the map with the Dark Oak Forest banner, which I'm going to put in the spare maps chest. The sneaky spare maps chest. Got some gas tiers, some gunpowder. I guess we could put the gunpowder in here as well. 48 gas tiers now, look at that. I guess we'll put the blaze rods in this one for the moment. String, buckets, glass. Okay, great. Good, we're actually whittling this stuff down now. Two more empty shulker boxes. Excellent. I think that will do for the time being. Redstone shulker box. There it is. Next to all of the stuff I've set up for tomorrow's episode. Good. So yeah, this is cocoa bean farm. Fun times. Not all of those were fully grown, but I don't really care. I don't need that much brown dye anyway. We got 36 out of that. The lost shulker is found. I also have these two over here, which are just doing very little at this stage. We had a little bit more powered rail in that one even. Oh, I hate myself. Why? Why did I do that? 5 bits from Roy Trusted. Thank you for the bits. Oh, it feels good clearing up, though. Feels good clearing up. That's the backup gear. Yep, this is all filling up. This is all very much filling up. I think I'll put the beacon in there as well. Keep the dragon egg at the ender chest, because it's a place that I'll look at it all the time. What do I play my Final Fantasy on? Steam. They're all on Steam. False Symmetry will be on my case about losing shulkers. Well, I found them again, so it's all right. I guess an Enderman must have placed that block there, because I don't remember placing that block there. That's really funny. I don't have Enderman griefing disabled in any way on this world, so chances are an Enderman did that. Although the big problem with Enderman griefing usually comes with multiplayer worlds, because they're logged in all the time, technically speaking. Your spawn chunks just get destroyed if there's a player online. So, don't have to worry too much about that for this world. Oh, is all of the Final Fantasy series on sale right now? That's cool. I actually own all of them now. At least all of the main series. Apart from the MMOs. So, yeah, like, I don't even need to worry about looking out for sales anymore. Need to work on an auto chicken cooker at some point in one of these upcoming episodes. I might do that this week. Never really built one of those before. Again, it's one of those builds that everybody does before I do it on servers, so I never really worry about it. Start a Bedrock Edition guide. I don't know Bedrock Edition very well. That's the problem. Like, I would probably just end up making a bunch of mistakes because I know the Java mechanics, but I don't know the Bedrock mechanics. And yes, they are significantly different. Like, I would say that one of the things that they really need to shoot for, as far as developing parity between the Bedrock and Java editions of the game, is parity of mechanics. But then people wouldn't need a Bedrock Edition survival guide at all, because they could follow my Java Edition survival guide and it would be the same. But that is the big problem right now, is the big gaping maw between Java and Bedrock, and is what, you know, continues the argument between the two sides, is the mechanics just not being the same at all. Put the fishing rod in there as well. There we go, okay. Now let's take This... Oh, wait, that's got the wood and stuff in. I need to just dye this one brown. Where are you? Dye chest. I always lose the dye chest. Need to actually label it. There we go. Brown shulker box. That one's got the wood in now. Yay. So now we have 4 empties, 5 empties, and that one that's just got all of the ink in. I guess we have this black shulker box. Let's put the ink in there. So that all of the regular purple ones can just be straight up empty boxes. And then we'll take those back over to the ink farm site and we'll use them to move all of the stuff. Why don't I use the new textures? Because they're not finished yet. You can label shulker boxes. You can rename them, yeah. Make a learning Bedrock series. I mean, that's just a Bedrock. Just a Bedrock Let's Play at that point. And no, I don't have time. What are my thoughts on the end poem? I like it. It's an interesting piece of lore. And considering that Minecraft in general doesn't have any writing in it, aside from like the names of items and things, that is the only significant piece of writing in the game. It's really cool. The idea that your Minecraft game has somehow been observed, which, I mean, in my case it has by all of my YouTube audience, but yeah, the first time I read it, it was really interesting. What is the snack of the day? Peanut M&Ms, like usual. You also found a villager with mending. Nice. Good work. They're difficult to find. They're either difficult to find or incredibly easy to find, depending on who you ask. So I can take down the beacon here. I can take down the conduit. But first, I want to move the contents of these chests. Because this is all stuff I can just huck into my storage system and be done with it. Yes, once again, apologies to anyone who is having issues with the frame rate and the stream freezing constantly. That is not really something I can do anything about right now because it's a problem with Twitch. Same goes for the VODs, actually. I watched some of my Final Fantasy VODs the other day, and they are equally as affected. The only way I could really get around that would be to record and stream at the same time, which I don't really want to do, because that results in an absurdly large file. Lots of healthy building materials here. Put those in there. Put the grass and stuff in there. I'm trying to do this based on what I know will just go straight into the storage system as well. So we'll put the extra junk in here. Always love that massive pop you get when you take all of the items out of a chest. A little bit of extra stone. Grass can go in there as well. Yep. That's most of these filled up. But we can fit a little bit of stone in each of those. And the chests and things can go in here. There's one piece of clay. The clay is silent. And little bits here and there as well. Oh, it feels so good to actually tidy some of this stuff up. I'm so used to just leaving bits and pieces everywhere, and I just have tons of stone just scattered around the world. I'll put the rest of this in there, though, so that I have room to pick up the shulker boxes and take them back. We got everything right? 6. Yeah, that's right. good? Mr. Calvicio, 123. Hello. Welcome along. 96 viewers right now. Thank you guys so much for being here despite all of the technical issues Twitch is having. I appreciate you all. Put the stone back down where you found it. What's the topic of discussion for this week on the Spawn Chunks? It's a round table episode, so each of us are bringing discussion topics to the table. Our guest and myself and Joel, so there's going to be like a mixture of stuff to talk about. But there's also a few... what is it that controls nether portal sounds? Are they hostile creatures? Are they weather? They're just noisy and loud. I might actually get Azuma's vanilla tweaks for quieter nether portals and just install that, because... ugh. Nether portals are just so loud. Is it ambience? Queequeg1, thank you for the follow. Call me Ishmael. And Danny, Ruby, Prasenth, The Coloured Zero, thank you guys for the follows. Missed your follow messages there. So thank you for dropping in and supporting the stream. I appreciate you. Alright, this one is the one that has eclectic stuff in it, including spruce saplings, which should go there. And boy, we had to make so much spruce wood. Oh yeah, that was a lot. There's a lot in that farm. The rest of this can all go in the system. That's not right. That one. All right, start loading some of this stuff in. Dirt and stone and everything. It's not all going to fit in this input chest, but then I guess I can start sorting it manually, right? We're not going to have room for all of the stone. I might convert some of it into stone brick. Like all of this can just turn into stone brick. There we go. And that I'll have room for, eventually. Andesite is worth having. It's funny how when you have been in the world for a while and you haven't been building with andesite and granite and stuff, you just tend to amass a whole bunch of it, but then when it starts becoming a desirable building material, it's really difficult to actually go out and find. And I never bother crafting the stuff, even though you can. Isn't andesite like... is it diorite and cobble together or something like that? There's a few recipes like that I always forget. Yeah, there you go. That's a use for diorite, folks. Turn it into andesite instead. It's much better. I've got like so much stone storage in here. All right, those two can go back in here. Now we've emptied them out. Then we have a lot of cobblestone, a lot of regular stone, and variants thereupon. Andesite, you always go down ravines. Makes sense. Yeah, we're just going to have to dump this straight into the cobble chest, aren't we? You can tell at what point I switched over to my fortune pick instead of my silk touch when we were digging this out. It's the point at which I started to get all this cobblestone. Get all them stone bricks. And this stuff can all go in the various chests. Great. Yeah, cleanup is going pretty well. Need to go adventuring for a spawner or just make an XP farm in the end. There's a lot of different ways of getting XP too. Like some of the new meta as far as XP is concerned is just like make a giant cactus farm and use furnaces to smelt it all and then get your XP that way. It's funny how some of that stuff is just kind of getting almost phased out as far as the regular mob-based XP farms are concerned. Like, some of them are sort of becoming obsolete at this stage. Like, all you need is a decent-sized cactus farm or a cactus farm that's, like, overproductive, like Ilmango's zero-tick thing that he's built. $32 XP per chest. That's the thing, like, it's so weird thinking of XP in terms of actual, like, integers. I don't think of it as numbers, I just think of it as, like, the number on the levels bar, but obviously each individual XP orb has, like, a certain numerical value attached to it, right? I never think of it that way. Some podzol and coarse dirt and stuff in here as well. Okay, that's that taken care of. A little bit more stone brick in there. Gonna actually have to start building some stuff soon. Shaquille Oatmeal. That's incredible. Thank you guys for the follows. Meeper, SJ Crawford, Darth Links, It's Rays TV. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Trying to catch up on the chat, but you guys are all talking. Which obviously I don't mind. Sorry if I'm not able to read all these messages while I'm shift-clicking things into chests. Get out of here, you. Don't know why I even bother with these guys. Hey, don't be harassing my villagers. I see you. I see dead people. It's always a good test of whether or not the villagers are safe, though, as if these zombies wandering around are just, like, casually wandering up to them and they're fine. Correct. So this is some of the stuff I want to tidy up. I still haven't put a roof on the pumpkin and melon farms. And I sort of wonder if I should, because I'm not certain if pumpkin and melon growth is affected by there being actual sunlight above them. Can anyone confirm that for me on the wiki or anything? Does anybody know? Because that's something that would be useful to know. Not that I have to worry too much about that, but I think it's affected by light level, but not necessarily skylight. Airspace above is the only requirement. Good to know. Roy Trusted with 5 bits, getting yourself back on that event list. Okay, life is starting to get into some semblance of order now. I think we have a couple of other things to do over at the ink farm before we can go and start decorating there. My dog is crying, probably. It's the wrong way for the ink farm. I'm thinking of the other one. Let's go into the other village for a second. Okay. I think one of the other videos this week might be, like, introductory flying techniques or something. Seriously. Doesn't seem to be ambience. That's just loud. It's just real loud right now. But yeah, some people have asked me, like, how do you take off if you're just, like, on the ground like this, right? I imagine a lot of those are Bedrock players who have difficulty flying anyway because of Pocket Edition controls. But, yeah, it's been fun getting comments like that and thinking, oh yeah, there's genuinely some use out of explaining to people how to fly. I mean, I'm no Grian, but I think I'm decent enough with Elytra. And that bed can go in there. And that's that. Right, let's take the beacon down. Because I don't expect I will need haste. And even if we're decorating the ink farm a little bit, we'll deal with just digging stuff out at the usual rate. Introduction to flying, so expect more than 2 deaths. I've died like 4 times now, total, I think. Let me see. Where is it? Number of deaths. 3. Okay, 3. Yeah, some people pointed out that my XP level went from like 78 levels to 7 in the ink farm episode. It's because I died off camera. I really wish I'd caught it on camera too, because it was just chaos. You know the episode of Cub's Hermitcraft? We featured it briefly in the recap if you don't actually watch Cub, but he was working on the golf course. He placed a sand block, and then all of the sand underneath him like caved in, and there were like 7 creepers. That basically happened to me, but in the ravine underneath this, when I was laying the redstone to wire up the lever in the AFK room to the minecart system. Like, I got blown up by a creeper. A creeper dropped on me from the ravine, which creepers always do, and then they explode instantly somehow. It's like they start hissing before they've even hit the ground. So a creeper blew me up like that. I survived, but then, like, there were zombies and stuff nearby, and there was no light or anything, and I tried to wall myself off. Like, I got to about, like, 2 hearts of HP left. Josho UK with the raid of 5. Thank you guys so much. Welcome along. Hello, raiders. If you're coming through from Josho's stream, welcome along. My name is Pixel Riffs. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber and streamer. Stream a variety of games, but we play Minecraft here on the weekends. Today we're working in my Minecraft survival guide world. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. We see some hype and some love in the chat for Joe Show, folks. So yeah, here we are. As I was saying, I got attacked by a creeper. I got attacked by some zombies. I tried to wall myself off, but then I had left a corner, like a diagonal corner, open, and I thought I was safe behind the wall, but I wasn't, and a zombie killed me. But I had backup gear and stuff, so I was able to get my stuff, no problem. It wasn't a big deal at the time. I just wish I'd shown it on camera, but I wasn't recording and didn't think to hit record. I just thought, like, defend yourself. That was my first instinct. All right, let's get this thing taken care of. How was your stream, Josho? What were you guys streaming today? In fact, I could have used one of those sponges, couldn't I? To get rid of all of the water inside here. Let's grab some sand. How am I doing today? I'm good, Dalfernius. Thank you. Yeah, having a nice chill day. Now if I fill that in, there we go. We can actually fill in the water sources up here. Alright, I think that's everything. Grian's So You Died pack would have come in handy. I mean, I've got backup gear. It's not like I wasn't scrambling for it or anything, but... What are the best enchantments to apply on a diamond sword? Personally, I go with the general stuff, like sharpness, unbreaking, like the stuff that affects everything, like sharpness in particular, because Roy trusted with the single showing love bit. Thank you. But the best enchantments I find are ones that apply to everything, so don't go for Bane of Arthropods or Smite unless you want to fight specific mobs, just go for sharpness for like a general sword. I avoid having fire aspect on a sword because that typically like makes Endermen behave very erratically, and also mobs have a chance to set you on fire once you've set them on fire, which I never find particularly convenient. But when it comes to like armor and stuff, I always just go for straight up protection instead of like blast protection, fire protection, and so on. It's not that I don't think they're useful, I would just prefer to be able to adapt to any situation. Fire aspect on the cow-killing sword. Yeah, if you want, like, instant cooked meat and stuff, then fire aspect can be useful. And it is useful, like, dealing extra damage to mobs and things, but I just don't like how it just makes Endermen teleport all over the place. Like, that's not useful to me. Endermen don't like being on fire. Any kind of contact with the elements, really. They're just like, nope. I'm out. Peace. Zip, zip, zip. Casualation with the host. 28 people. Thank you guys so much. Wow, really feeling the Twitch love today, guys. Thank you so much for that huge host. How many times have I encountered charged creepers? Naturally, never. Like, I've genuinely never seen a creeper that naturally got struck by lightning. But when I've been creating them myself with a trident, I've seen probably like half a dozen. I don't get to make them that often because I sleep so often that I don't get thunderstorms much. Hey, Angry Oreo. Will I be doing an Enderman farm in potential future? Absolutely. Besides mending, what is my favorite enchantment? Probably either Silk Touch or looting. I would say either of those I am very fond of. They're kind of my priorities whenever I get into a world, is get Silk Touch so I can have more blocks, and get looting so I can get more mob drops. Survival guide on armor, enchantments, and combinations would be useful. I guess so. I've kind of covered the stuff that I like to do. Clancy with the 2 months of support. Thank you so much for the resub. Enjoy your pixel hype and pixel flip emotes. Yes, that's right, folks. All Tier 1 subscribers now get access to 2 emotes, thanks to Twitch changing up their affiliate program and allowing more emotes for us smaller streamers. Thank you. Thank you, Twitch overlords. Now fix your freaking servers. Silk Touch for those emerald ore blocks. Exactly, Princess Nebula. This princess gets it. Am I going to name my dogs? Oh, that's something fun we can do, chat. Give me some good names for dogs. Don't go generic. Don't be like Rover or Fred or whatever. I want, like, off-the-wall names. Give me your best. Give me your best suggestions. What about the cats? I'll go back for the cats sometime. When we build a creeper farm, I'll definitely go back for the cats. Fry, Jeff. Stay in touch. Hi, welcome along. Off the just call one off the wall. Ein and Zwei, yeah. Seymour, Jinx. Like the Pokemon? Wingus and Dingus. Chungus. Wingus, Dingus, and Chungus. Lord Schmidtinwarden III. Now that's a name. We'll go with that one. Alright, Schmidtinwarden III. Done. It's you. That is a name. That is one heck of a name. I like it. Well done. Thank you, the microphone, for that suggestion. Anyone else? That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. What happened to Lord 1 and 2? You don't want to know what happened to Lord 1 and 2. Apollo is your cat's name? It's a good name. Good name. Is that Greek or Roman god of the stuff? Sun. Pixel roughs. Yeah, I think I've done all the pun names before, is the thing. Not that I don't like the suggestion, but it's also a vanity thing. I don't really want it to just be like, oh, you've named it after yourself. Very clever. I usually name a pickaxe Pixel Riffs, but like P-I-C-K. Smitch is the second. Oh, we've got one that's got like a second or third kind of prefix, suffix to it. I don't want to get repetitive with that stuff. Lord High Mucky Muck. Again, we've got another Lord. Name a sheep Jeb. Yeah, I need to go into some more Easter egg stuff in one of these episodes as well. Like, I haven't even touched on the dinner bone Easter egg. That's just so fun. I can't believe I haven't introduced that yet. Doggy McDogface. Original. I like it. Lime Dog. I quite like Lime Dog, actually. Oh, it's not going in there. It's going in here. Yeah, I've only got 2 name tags, so I'll need to trade another one from my villagers so we can name the third one. But I think Lime Dog might be a winner there. From Mahi. Sir Magnus of the Wheat Farm. I'm not sure that'll fit in a name tag, will it? I guess we'll find out, huh? Which one over here has a name tag? I think this guy that's a cartographer. That's a librarian. Feather Falling 2. Looking forward to everybody's trades changing and having to, like, let them out eventually. Is it this guy? Also, what is with this bug that, like, holds down right-click when you're in a villager inventory? It's so strange. There we go. We got 21. Got 2 more name tags. Thank you, sir. I'll take the experience as well. So this is Lord Schmittenwarden III. We've got Lime Dog, who I think we can give like a green collar to as well, just to complete the image. Got to work with Lime Dog's aesthetic. Lime Dog. That's fun. That's a curveball people won't see coming. Bilbo Doggins. I like that. Jonathan. The lightning before thunder. That sounds like one of those things whenever authors are writing like names of cats and dogs and it's like the name that they actually have, you know, the name they give themselves in their heads. Keep it nice and simple. Go with Dave. Give Lime Dog a purple collar. Oh, that's another curveball. I think that might be too much of a zag, to be honest. Joel Doggan? Oh, now Paranor. Now you're talking my language. Now you're talking my language. We might have to do that. We might have to do that. Let me go and put the sand away, and that's going to be number 3. Do I know of the Toast Bunny name tag Easter egg? Yeah, that's another one. There's a few different ones like that. With Toast the Rabbit and... I assume Jelly isn't one of those. Jelly is just like another stray cat skin when Jelly turns up. Because, yeah, it'd be funny if you got Jelly through a name tag like that. But yeah, Joel Doggan is definitely winning. Daffodil. Daffodil is seasonally appropriate. Thank you for all the names, guys. I appreciate it, but I think, yeah, Joel Doggan has to... Is it going to be like that? Is it going to be... Because, like, that's how Joel spells his name. Is it going to be like D-O-G-G-A-N, or is it going to be like E-N? I feel like E-N is cuter. What did Paranor originally write? Let's take a quick look. E-N, yeah. Joel Dog N. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Joel Doggan. And we'll give Joel a cyan collar, I think, because that's as close to the Spawn Chunks colors scheme as we can get. There we go. Joel Doggan. I'm going to tweet this at him. He's going to be so mad. Excellent. Right. I'm not going to do that now, but I like that. I like that a lot. Great work, guys. Great work. I appreciate your input. Also, Panda God of Sunshine, Timeless, Keith, Karia, Luke, Shrek's Donkey. Thank you guys for the follows. IS7X. Thank you for the follow as well. Might have missed the episode, but what's with the 2 towers with trapdoor walls near my villager farm? Oh, yeah, that is the pumpkin and melon farms. If you're talking about these ones here. Yeah, this is the cactus farm. That one's in an episode. This is the pumpkin and melon farm. It's just decorated so that you can't really see much of the inside, except around here it's still sort of open. I haven't finished that one up yet. At the time, I think I was still, like, I still needed to go quarrying for resources and stuff, so the build never really got finished for either of those. Can we one day have a server where me and Joel play Minecraft together? We've talked about it, actually. We've considered doing something like that, but, yeah, it kind of depends, because he has the Citadel and now Realm of Vaston, and I'm mostly playing single player these days, so it's... You know, it's all about just finding the right occasion to do it and making it a thing that has a purpose rather than just being Pix and Joel do a Let's Play, because, you know, multiplayer Let's Plays are not really all that original, you know? And I feel like the Spawn Chunks doesn't necessarily have enough clout in the community yet that us playing together on an SMP is some kind of, like, an event, you know? We've also considered starting up a patron server for the Spawn Chunks, but I already have a patron server for my own Patreon, so it would be splitting up my audience a little bit, and it's also a little bit of a pain to, you know, host and run a server and make sure we have moderators, making sure everybody behaves themselves. Not that anybody in the Spawn Chunks is particularly rowdy or anything, but it's, yeah, just making sure that that stuff is a good environment for people to play can be more difficult than you would think otherwise, and we don't really want to create too much extra work for ourselves, because the Spawn Chunks, while it's going very well, is not necessarily what either of us would call a job yet, you know? I'm going to put the conduit in my backup gear and immediately forget where that is, but there's a beacon in there as well already, so that'll be fine. Alright, I think we're finally getting to the point where housekeeping is over, despite the fact that I have like 17 beds on me. Where can I put those? We'll put them here in the wool chest for now. And speaking of beds, let's actually sleep through the night once the sun goes down enough. And let's go and decorate the ink farm. Hey, Abjoan, you and your 6-year-old daughter watched all my YouTube survival guide videos? She has a birthday today. Her name is Leah. If you want to say happy birthday, she'd be stoked. Happy birthday, Leah. Let's get some happy birthday Leahs going in the chat as well. Everybody say happy birthday to Leah. 6 years old today or 7 today? When the mending villager in my home despawn? No. Are you a Bedrock player? You sound like a Bedrock player, because everyone on Bedrock is used to stuff just despawning randomly. That doesn't happen in Java with passive mobs, including villagers. Hey, there we go. People in the chat say happy birthday to Leah. Very cool. Always love when we can get the community behind stuff like that. Hope Leah has a great day. So, oh, the horses have merged into the horse. No, they're fine. They're fine. They're just chilling. We're going to be able to get dyeable leather horse armor in the next update as well. That's pretty cool. That's something else they brought over from Bedrock Edition, I think. Okay, okay. I need to stop looking at this storage chest when I'm trying to figure out what to build, because all of my building supplies are over here. Okay. So we want to include Clancy bringing the birthday hype with the 500 party bits. That's what we like to see. So I'm going to work on a build palette with some stuff that's got ink in it, I think, to start off with. So like black concrete powder and dark prismarine. It's going to be a bit of a weird color combo at first, but I think it'll work out okay if we have the right balances for it. Interesting. I think we can work with this. Do we want to maybe throw some acacia in there? I haven't really built with acacia all that much, but I feel like the black and grey together like that. Yeah, that might be kind of cool. It goes quite well with the dark prismarine as well. Thinking about it. Kind of. I kind of like that. It's actually 2 days ago, but you celebrated today. Yeah, got to wait for the weekend to do some stuff like that, haven't you? She doesn't understand how we know her. Strangers on the internet. It's the weirdest thing. What does stripped acacia look like? It looks very orange. It's like this. Which, ooh. You know what? That plus a little bit of... Actually, don't build a shape like that. Oops. Yeah, don't build, like... terracotta next to that? I don't know. I like terracotta and dark prismarine together, but I feel like they don't look good with the black. You know, I'm almost tempted to include acacia in this as just like a random throw of color. Like, that's quite nice. That's quite nice. Maybe if we just stick with the acacia logs, but include some acacia planks in there as well. Occasionally you do stuff like that in Minecraft and you're like, nope, go back on that. Where's the undo button? Foray26, sorry if I mispronounced that. It looks like a French word and I'm terrible at pronouncing things. With 500 bits, hey Pixorus, just wanted to say thank you for everything. I never got a chance to get too far into Minecraft until I found your survival guide on YouTube. Thanks for your work, keep it up. I also get into the DV series on your channel afterwards, so I have a plan on going back to it. At some point, I do, yeah. I'm never saying that I'm going to quit Decidedly Vanilla because... like, I love the group of people there, and it's a fantastic server. More people should know about it, to be honest. If you don't know what Decidedly Vanilla is, you can go to my channel and check out some of my videos there, but the stars of the show are really the other people on that server. So I thoroughly recommend checking out some other folks there. There are a bunch of really great players, and some new people have joined even in this season, which have really rounded out the list of players we have very well. ZloyXP, my co-writer on the Hermitcraft recap, my good friend... plays on that server as well, so I thoroughly recommend checking out his videos as well as his new Truly Bedrock series. But yeah, I do plan on going back to Decidedly Vanilla at some point. Like, it is my survival multiplayer community. Like, I don't have another one, and it's kind of important, I think, to be part of an SMP community if you possibly can. So yeah, I'm never leaving Decidedly Vanilla. It's just that right now... this series has a lot of momentum, a lot of people are finding me through these tutorial videos, and being able to produce videos 5 days a week is something that I can keep up a lot easier on a single-player world than I can on a multiplayer server. Because part of multiplayer is being able to, like, interact with the other players, and scheduling collabs and stuff like that becomes very difficult, and then suddenly, you know, if somebody can't make it, then you just don't have a video at that point. So I'm finding it a lot more manageable to keep going with single-player series on a daily video basis. But like I said, I don't ever plan to leave Decidedly Vanilla, and if the opportunity arises to go back and do some more stuff on that server, then I definitely will. But right now, I'm also kind of on the cusp of being able to make a living through YouTube videos, and the Decidedly Vanilla series, while I love doing it, doesn't get nearly as many views as Survival Guide, so it's also sort of a business decision. I hate framing it like that, though, because... like, ultimately, I just want to be where I'm having the most fun, where my momentum and my creative energy is. Which sounds equally pretentious, so I think it's the worst of both worlds either way, but I hope you guys understand that. Thank you again for the bits, by the way. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate the support on today's stream. It'd be funny if I was invited into Hermitcraft. It would be funny. It would be hilarious because why would they? I kid. Of course, it would be an honor to be invited to any kind of large server like Hermitcraft, but I feel like their roster of players right now is pretty full. And yeah, from what I understand, like everything about Hermitcraft, they just have to unanimously decide to invite you. And I don't know if that's necessarily something they consider doing with me, considering I'm already part of the Hermitcraft recap team, which they, while it's not an official channel, they kind of acknowledge as like a thing in its own right, and they don't necessarily want it to go away because it's, excuse me, it's part of the community now. And yeah, I feel like not that they've necessarily considered this, and I have no concept of like if they've even talked about me in any context other than that guy who does the recap. But if they did consider adding me to the group, then removing me from the recap team to do that would be kind of a serious consideration. And I don't know if that's something they've even talked about or would be willing to consider, you know? But ultimately, if I did join Hermitcraft ever, I don't think I'd be able to continue doing the recap. For a start, it would be kind of weird being on the server and recapping stuff from the rest of the server. And it would also be a huge amount of work. It would also feel a little bit like insider trading. Recommend not relying on YouTube content creation for primary income. I'm not. Like I said, I don't plan on doing it right now. It's not like an immediate concern for me. And I still have a part-time job, which I maintain is probably a good safety net to keep. Like in the event of, yeah, YouTube having issues and stuff. And I've seen a bunch of creators panic in the past about like the adpocalypse and everything like that. Am I just going to destroy all of the redstone for my shulker box loader? Actually, no. Kind of no there. I think that just fell straight down because that was the easiest path for it to go. So that's good. Should probably be a little bit more careful when doing stuff like that. Whose channel do I do the recaps for? The Hermitcraft recap channel. It's its own thing. There we go. That's better. Do that a little bit more casually, will you? Oh, that stuff's going to make its way into the system now, isn't it? There's a couple of blocks that are just ending up in the water stream, and that's going to mess up the shulker box loader, so I'll have to deal with that in a second. Let's take this out in favor of one of these. This is the color scheme we're going to go with. Why won't I stream from YouTube? Because I don't like streaming on YouTube. Basically. That's the long and the short of it, really. I've tried streaming on YouTube before. I find that YouTube audiences don't understand how streaming works. And that's a generalization, and I imagine things have changed, but yeah, my experience on YouTube was not necessarily the most positive thing. So I like Twitch because Twitch audiences understand how live streaming goes. And Twitch already has this built-in live stream culture of sorts, which I kind of appreciate more. What are my thoughts on Bedrock? As a block, I wouldn't build with it. It's very high contrast. Do we want to cover all of this up? I kind of think maybe I do. Yeah. Like, I can always... if it looks like the dispenser is running out of shulker boxes, I can always just break this block and fill it in, you know? Not a huge issue there. Use Mixer then? No. Why? I'm here on Twitch. And Twitch has higher discoverability than Mixer anyway. Like, Mixer is doing some interesting stuff to make itself competitive, but right now I don't really see it as a contest. I think Twitch is a destination for people, people are going to come to Twitch. I also don't understand this like line of questioning, like, do something other than where you are right now. Like, no, I'm comfortable here. I think I'm okay. Don't understand this contrarian attitude you've come into my stream with. Mixer actually controls with your game. Sure. That's good, I guess. Yeah, the big selling point for Mixer for a while, and I've streamed on Mixer in the past as well. The big problem with Mixer is that it sells itself on the basis of having a really low delay between the streamer and the chat, which is great. But that's kind of the only selling point for me. In terms of their other stuff, they're analogous to or worse than Twitch, from what I can say. Okay, that's part of the shulker box loader, so that can't be exposed. The rest of this can just be a prismarine wall. Let's put a little bit of dark prismarine up here to make it look like this thing is surrounded. As long as we don't look too far down, the illusion isn't broken. Take a look at that from this side. You get some better lighting in here. We need to have some sea lanterns or something. But yeah, then having this little section out here will be nice. Did I get rid of the creeping creeper in the squid farm? Yeah, it just despawned. It just disappeared, the way mobs tend to do. Okay, and we'll put a pillar... Oh yeah, we need to put this in here, don't we, really? We'll put a pillar of acacia in this opposite corner. Can you put sea pickles on soul sand in a bubble column? No, soul sand doesn't count as a full block, so you can't plant anything on it except for nether wart. It's basically nether farmland, if you think about it that way. The room is tiny. Yeah, I know. It doesn't need to be big. Like, the only thing I need to do here is come here and AFK. So it's not really worth building it much bigger. Ideally, I want it so that anywhere I stand in this room could technically be an AFK spot for the ink farm. The optimal position is right here by the shulker box loader, which we now need to check because I probably have, yeah, 2 blocks of stone in there that really would not would not work. There we go. So if I stand here and I have the minecart mechanism on, should start to see some ink flowing up in a second. Yep, there it is. And that's all coming in now. Don't need to collect ink right now. Yeah, I quite like this. I think it's workable for the time being. I'm not planning on making any of this stuff look like vast and impressive quite yet. Maybe at some point in future, but if we're just doing something to it on stream, I want it to be kind of aesthetically pleasing while not being anything super special. What are my thoughts on Bedrock, the version? Oh, I see what you were saying. Personally, I don't really like Bedrock Edition all that much because I have been playing Java for the longest time, and the mechanics on Bedrock are too different to the mechanics on Java. So a lot of stuff does not behave the way I expect it to. And one of the ways I feel Bedrock Edition could be improved, or maybe Java Edition could be improved, is for the mechanics to basically be the same. So mob spawning being reliable on Bedrock Edition is something that I really hope gets fixed at some point, because it's a big issue. And I understand that Bedrock Edition has to be compatible with a large number of devices, and so that's a concern when it comes to the development of the game. Whereas Java kind of relies on the idea that, you know, it's as good as your computer hardware will let it be. It's a different world, really. Yeah, we do need to get some better lighting in here. But yeah, I think parity of mechanics is a really important priority for the future of Bedrock Edition if they want more players to adopt it from Java Edition. That, from what I can tell, isn't really their goal at all, because they do plan to keep Bedrock and Java Editions, in terms of features, the same, but, like, they don't plan on replacing one with the other at any point. Do we want to go with this kind of stripey thing? Like, it's carrying over from there. It's a little bit strange, but I also kind of like it at the same time. Use redstone lamps. I don't know if redstone lamps really goes with this whole vibe. I'm thinking sea lanterns. Icy J Craft. Heliolisk Loot. Thank you guys for the follows. I think I missed Torgi and Friends in as well. Welcome along, guys. Hope you're enjoying today's stream. Sorry once again for the technical issues. We have dropped like 12% of my frames since I've started the stream, which is kind of unacceptable, really, but hey, that's... Twitch is going through some stuff right now. I think I'm going to access this with a simple ladder. I feel like there's no reason to make it more complicated than that at this point. If it was a longer drop, then maybe I'd think bubble column, but really all we need to do is cover this whole thing over and have an access ladder. If you AFK underground, does it still trigger phantoms? No. Phantoms will only spawn if you have open sky above your head. So you can basically be underground. I think you also have to be above sea level for phantoms to spawn, so you have to be at Y63 or above. What's this farm again? Ink. Okay, if we go up here to this thing. Big old tank. Big old tank spawn squid. Spawn squid, drop down, they die. And so this is just a simple AFK room. Little underground bunker style thing. There's a few places where stone is visible. I don't really care much about that. Abjoan with the 2 bits. You only had 2 bits. No worries. Thank you for the 2 cappers. Doesn't matter how many bits you got. You're still welcome here. Maybe if we put some dark prismarine like over the top of this as well, just so the stone above isn't super visible if you were down there. But that can still be covered over here. People asking why I'm filling this in, I don't know either. We need to have some kind of above ground structure here so I know where this is. But for now, a ladder will do. And we can just put torches around it for the time being. I'll know where this is anyway, but just for future reference. When you come down into here, there's exposed stone up there, which we could probably take care of. Just one piece up there. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Done. Dunzo Washington. And let's leave an ender chest in here, because I like leaving ender chests in my builds. These days, I've got a few of them. Got 14 left over. What is Minecraft handling XP and why you always get 7 levels back when you die higher than level 7? I think it's just like you drop a set amount of XP, so you can't always get all your levels back. How's that doing now? That's good. I think I picked up a little bit of ink through the sides. So if I stand here and let this go for a little while, Twitch sub would only get me like $1.75 or something, but do you get 100% of the money on Patreon, or is the percentage cut also quite high? It's lower. It's lower than Twitch. Twitch takes like half your revenue from subs and everything. But yeah, Patreon takes less, basically. I love this farm. It's so fast. It all works really well. Still one diorite in the bottom of the elevator. Where? It's down there somewhere. I don't want to mess with the blocks too close to the bottom of the elevator because, yeah, a lot of them are just going to end up in the water streams, and we'll have to take them out of the shulker box, and it's just a bit of a pain. Nice. AJ with the 5 shamrocks, thank you. JDost and S Mexican Gaming, thank you guys for the follows. I don't know how many followers we've gained on today's stream, you guys, but thank you all so much. It is always a pleasure to stream for you guys. Joe Hills is streaming. Should I stay or should I go? Major conflict. Well, if you think about it this way, Joe tends to turn all of his streams into Hermitcraft episodes, so you might end up seeing it on Hermitcraft anyway. Then again, you can always catch the remainder of this stream on my VODs channel, Pixel VODs. Paranormal, no need to delete everybody's messages when they mention other people's streams. Just Mumbo. Sublimical with a Twitch Prime sub. There's a free way to subscribe. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Pixel Hype and Pixel Flip emotes. I need to do more stuff that gets me into ragey situations so that we can use that emote more often. And Fart Art, thank you for the follow. And for blessing the stream with that particular username. RIP Mumbo, not a fan. No, I'm absolutely a fan. People just keep coming into my stream and saying he's streaming, which is a lie. Mumbo doesn't stream. He never has. I mean, he did once upon a time, but recently? Nah. It's just that Mumbo doesn't stream ever. Can you subscribe to Twitch for free? If you have an Amazon Prime account and you link it to Twitch Prime, that gives you 1 free subscription to somebody every month, and you can choose who you subscribe to. So it's not like a recurring subscription, although you can choose to resub to the same streamer if you want to. But yeah, basically you get to subscribe to somebody for free, and that streamer still gets the revenue. so you get to have a free couple of emotes if you want. Mumbo is like the Dread Pirate Roberts. That would kind of imply that Mumbo is a title that's passed down among various YouTubers over like a long period of time, which, I don't know, it might be. I've met the guy, but I couldn't tell you if he was the first Mumbo. Now imagining Mumbo falling down a hill going, "As you wish." Love that movie. Where did the name Pixel Riffs come from? I used to run a YouTube channel. I say run a YouTube channel. I used to have a YouTube channel where I did a songwriting project called Wiki Riffs. The channel is still there, but most of the videos are unlisted now because I don't want people to find out about my dark and sordid past. But, yeah, I used to find a random article on Wikipedia. I used to go to Wikipedia, click random article, and then write a song about whatever came up. And that ran for about like a year and a half before it wasn't really going anywhere, and I just discontinued it. Writing a song every week kind of became a bit of a chore as well. But, yeah, that led to me sticking with the riffs thing. I was also going to use this channel as more of like an outlet for the chiptune music I was writing at the time. The stuff that I have like a bit of a, you know, intro and outro music here and there on my channel. Although I don't use it that much anymore. I tend to use other people's music now because they're better than I am. But, yeah, occasionally you'll hear my intro and outro music. But the pixel thing was just like, hey, pixel art and pixel games. I mean, Minecraft is like a very pixelated looking game. And I plan to play Minecraft on it primarily and then do some more like pixel art games here and there. Mumbo started streaming again like 2 weeks ago. Lies. Incorrect. Mumbo does not stream. Don't know why people keep coming in here espousing these weird ideas about Mumbo being a streamer now. It's all rumors and hearsay, I tell you. Rumors and hearsay. So I have 51 notifications from Streamlabs saying that my stream has dropped frames. I hate to keep harping on about this, but Twitch needs to get it together. It's a group delusion. Yeah, it is. Like, anybody who believes Mumbo streams has been brainwashed by Big Redstone or something. I don't know. I'm still putting together the theory. I feel like this all deserves like a Flat Earther style conspiracy video eventually, you know? Mumbo's in here say, dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine Mumbo being on the first season of Pop Stars? Incredible. Good work. It's a Concorp conspiracy. Yeah, everybody's been fed Vex magic and has been led to believe that Mumbo is streaming. It's actually like a very sophisticated robot. It's like a redstone robot that Cubfan has made. Which, to be fair, sounds entirely plausible now I say it out loud. It probably still wouldn't even watch Pop Stars. No, me neither. Never had any truck with those, like, talent show style things. I mean, like, cool if you want to do it, that's fine. Like, I have no beef with the people who go on the shows, but I never watch them. I feel like some people in the chat are genuinely getting a little bit mad about the idea that I deny Mumbo's streams. It's all in good fun, but it's also kind of rude to come to another person's stream and advertise for somebody else, which is kind of what you're doing by, like, I mean, it's you can talk about other people's streams here, but it's a thin line, all right? It's a thin line, like. Just because it's Mumbo and he's everywhere doesn't mean that you can just come in here and start, like, telling people to go to his streams or, like, saying that they should watch it. Like, I want him to be treated like you would treat any other streamer. And if you started coming in here talking about any other person's stream and saying that you wanted to watch it and stuff, it's a bit rude, you know? Fulcrab with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime sub here. Enjoy your new emotes, and welcome to the Pixels. Do I play modded? I have played modded in the past. I don't right now. But, yeah, I've got a few modded series on my channel if you want to check them out. There are playlists for them. People should use playlists more, by the way. Playlists are really good if you want to just, like, check out a series that somebody's doing. Have I ever considered making a Terraria series like my Minecraft survival series? I don't know enough about Terraria, to be honest. Like, I've played it twice now, and I still feel like I've only scratched the surface of that game. It's creating a series like Minecraft Survival Guide, much as I don't want to be, like, tooting my own horn about expertise and whatnot, you have to have played a game for at least a while to really understand what you're talking about, because otherwise your comments section gets full up with people saying that you've explained something wrong or it doesn't work that way. And I feel like Minecraft, it's easier to get into the technical aspect of things, whereas Terraria tends to be more action-focused. So it's less of a sandbox Terraria. There are sandbox elements to it, but a lot of it is just like an action platformer, effectively. Procedurally generated action platforming. But yeah, ultimately it's not a series that I would consider doing because I'm not too comfortable describing how Terraria's mechanics work. But I expect somebody like Python GB would probably do well at that. Metamorphic Mike with the resub for 5 months. Thank you so much for the 5 months of support. Maybe a Terraria Let's Play. I've got 2 of those at various stages of my YouTube life. A single-player one that I did in normal mode and an expert mode Let's Play that I co-opted with the Cirque. Both of those are playlisted on my YouTube channel as well, so if you want to go and check those out, please do. I'm quite happy with both of them, actually. The first time I played Terraria, I had no idea what was going on. And I wanted to play it a little bit blind, but it soon became fairly obvious that I would have to refer to the wiki for a lot of stuff. So I ended up doing that eventually. So for anybody who's played Terraria before, initially it might be a bit of a slog just for me to get past, like, oh, what on earth am I doing? Like, who is this guide guy, and why do I have to build him a house? But now, yeah, when we did the expert mode playthrough, I knew a little bit more about what was happening. And I got to do more magic stuff, which I think the first time around I went mostly melee and like a general sort of thing, and summoning. I really like the summoning aspect of Terraria. It's something that you don't get a great deal of in Minecraft, aside from, you know, having dogs around and stuff. But yeah, I got to do more of like a mage class my second time through, and I had fun with that. Your Android supports picture-in-picture mode, so you can play Minecraft as well as watch me stream. Enjoy your phone overheating. If it's a phone or if it's a tablet or something. I feel like that's a lot of a lot of visual information. But hey, if your phone can handle it, then go for it. How's my Sunday so far? My Sunday so far is excellent, and it's only getting better. I feel like my Sunday does need a bit more tea in it, though, so I might take a quick break to make a cup of tea. Let's do a quick bit of texturing in this wall. Get rid of that. Actually, I wonder if maybe having some fences along here might be better. Now that I've started filling that gap in. There were a couple of chests there before that I've now taken care of. But yeah, I feel like having a little window down into here might be nice. CN Noir Gaming, thank you so much for the host. And Duncan Darren with the follow. Am I going to do a fabled Exuma eye break? What? No teapot within reach. I have a teapot within reach. It's just empty right now, which is very bad. It's a bad situation to find myself in. There we go. Let's just fit these 2 fences in here. Put some of this away. Got 1 dead tube coral that was for some reason in this building. I get that that was some kind of like misspelling of tea break or something, but very confused. I don't always know anybody else's in-jokes. But yeah, it's kind of nice having that. It's like a little window down into whatever people are doing there, but it doesn't necessarily make sense that there'd be internal glass in this kind of build, so yeah, we'll leave it like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go and go on a quick break so Twitch can just drop frames without me, I guess. I'm going to, go and grab myself another cup of tea. So bear with me, folks. I will be right back. Enjoy the music in the meantime. Hello! We're back. Welcome back, folks. Hope you behaved yourself while I was away. Alright, let's get down to it. I had a flash of inspiration that I want to capitalize on a little bit here. Just got your first Wither Skull, GG. Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. I need some bricks. We do not have any bricks. We're going to actually build with some granite. What? What? Yes, I think I might have some bricks in the farmhouse, but probably not that many. So we're going to need to go to the swamp and get some bricks. I'm trying to put together a couple of ideas for the houses that are going to happen in Founder's Forge. I have 1 bricks. Good. Excellent. Well, at least if we go get some bricks, it's Devsy with the Twitch Prime sub. Wow, you guys are coming through with the Twitch Prime today. Thank you so much. It's Devsy. Enjoy your pixel hype and pixel flip emotes. Welcome to the pixels. You are 1 in a million. So, yeah, I'm trying to put together a bit of a build style over here that's going to set these houses apart somewhat from some of the other houses around them. These right here are going to be high-class joints, ladies and gents. So what I'm thinking is maybe if we do like a wall style that's like very heavily textured, but with like combination of these materials. Kind of feel like it'd be nice to throw in some red brick here and there. Probably more than this, but I only have 1 block. And build up the foundation of this and then have something else coming out of it, maybe using some more of the stripped birch. I have a hunch that this is going to be quite an interesting palette to build with. But first, we do need to go and acquire ourselves some of that clay stuff. So we need a different shovel. Because I don't want clay blocks. I want the orbs, the clay orbs. So we'll need to dig into the backup gear and get ourselves one of these. Fortune 3 shovel. Not that that matters because you don't ever get extra clay with Fortune. But I need something just without silk touch, primarily. What's an abomination of the culinary arts? I missed that. I missed what he was saying there. Let's put this stuff in here for now. I'll forget about it. Again, I'll always forget about it. But then it will be a surprise when I come back for it later. Let's go dig in the swamp. I have a big old swamp here, but I don't necessarily want to dig all of the clay out of it just yet. So we're going to go a little further afield, but there is plenty of swamp, so that's fine. Oh, poutine. Right, I see. Never had it myself, so I can't judge. But let's go out over here and dig us up some clay. Clay is also a pain to get right now because it'll float. It's always one. It's always one clay ball just sat there. Right. Yeah, it's going to be nice being able to trade bricks with the stonemason villager once they get implemented in Java, presuming that they will. Because they're only in Bedrock right now, and I presume they plan on bringing those to Java also, to round out the villager professions. There we go. Always check that you've got an even number of clay balls, and that usually means that you manage to get all of the blocks. If it's a multiple of 4, congratulations, you didn't leave any behind. And of course, now we're getting flint as well because I'm digging up clay next to gravel. I hate flint. Something flint coal. Get out of here. Gotta move some furniture. Enjoy that. Best of luck with furniture moving. Lift with your legs, not with your back. Whatever happened to flint coal anyway? Expecting a grocery delivery, I bet it'll arrive just as something exciting happens. Well, right now we're digging in swamps for clay, so don't worry. Ain't nothing exciting happening on these streams. I make sure of that. Devsy with 100 bits. I thought since you make every single morning great by posting amazing content, I'd give something back. Well, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate both the kind words and the 100 bits. Wish they gave more uses for feathers and flint. I mean, feathers are okay because you can use them in written books and stuff, but you can't make flint into anything other than flint and steel, which you don't need a lot of, and arrows, which, once you have a skeleton spawner, you never need to make again. So, if there was a flint block or something, that'd be cool. I would like that. Anything to make flint more useful at this stage. Right, we've missed one. We've missed several. They're all down here. 24. Okay, good. Keeping a close eye on that clay total. A new grey texture. Yeah. Just something. Just a nice shiny textured block or something. I feel like that's the one thing I would add if there was, like, a proper, not like modding API, but you know what I mean, like the ability to add stuff like that through data packs. I would add a flint block, but you can't add new stuff into the game really at this point. There's no access for like data-driven block stuff yet. Make enchanting take flint instead of lapis. Again, that just involves retexturing lapis. That just means I get more flint because I get it anytime I mine lapis. Although I guess maybe, yeah, you could modify the behavior of that with a data pack, couldn't you? Will you use the Nether Hub video to get places in the overworld faster, even though you're not new to Minecraft? Survival Guide is really helpful to you. Well, good. I'm glad, because the video is made with... The videos are made with beginners in mind, but they're not necessarily always going to be for beginners. Like, the Guardian farm that I built is definitely not a beginner Guardian farm. But I kind of mentioned at the beginning of the series as a whole that, like, I'm going to just show you how I play Minecraft rather than being too focused on, like, this is a Guardian farm. Here is the simplest Guardian farm you can make. I kind of want to also make this my single-player series. So I'm glad you're getting something out of it, because while it's obviously a tutorial series and you probably know a lot of stuff, it's not necessarily, like, all aimed at people who don't know anything about Minecraft. Devsy, what is the name of the microphone I use? This is an AKG C1000S. They don't make these this way anymore, but I think the C1000S is now like it's a different model. It like looks a little bit different, but I've had this microphone since my university days because I used to be a music production student, and so I own a little bit of recording equipment before I even considered doing any kind of content creation as far as YouTube and Twitch goes. But it's an analog microphone, uses an XLR input, so it's not like a USB mic. I have a mixer and a sound card hooked up to my computer to get this all to work. But even that stuff is not particularly expensive if you've got a little bit of a budget. But yeah, I never mess with USB microphones. And as such, I'm quite happy whenever... I mean, I'm not happy because people post saying that they have like audio issues after a Windows update, but I'm always quite happy that I stuck with analog equipment because I never have audio issues. My sound card settings remain the same. Like, people are always worried that their USB microphone settings are going to be like, the volume is back at 100%. Not a problem with me. Analog equipment, I just have faders. It's a luxury. Music production students represent. Hey! What I use as an interface. I have a Behringer Eurorack 1204, which again is kind of an older model. I think they even have like USB versions of these mixers now. But yeah, again, that's like a 4 XLR input 8-channel mixer that I had from even before I was in university. Like I did a little bit of sound production stuff at college. So I got a little bit of my own audio equipment there. And the sound card is an M Audio file USB, which is just like phono input. Have I ever been to Canada? Very briefly. I was in Toronto briefly when I was like 9. Yeah. When I was 9, I have cousins, second cousins, who live over in Michigan, just outside of Detroit. And, in fact, I'm not sure all of them live there anymore, but still. Yeah, we went and visited them for a little while when I was 9, and then we went up through Canada and then came back into the United States to go to New York. So we went through, like, Niagara Falls and stuff like that. Sound and voice is always wonderfully produced. I love analog. Yeah, thank you so much. It's important to me because it's an element of my setup that I think I've been able to get right from the beginning. And having a foundation in that like audio production side of things really means that I can be confident that I'm delivering good quality audio on my videos, which is one of the important elements of this whole deal. I think it's one of the things that has maybe set me apart from other people here and there. Because a lot of people like have had time to get used to, you know, getting a decent audio setup together, but I think I started with that. Do I ever find it hard to keep up with my schedule of posting every single day? It must be a lot of work. It is, believe me, it is. And yes, I do find it hard occasionally. But I just look at the results that I've been getting, and it's worth it. Like, my channel has grown, not, I wouldn't say exponentially, but like all the curves are still going up as far as my channel's growth is concerned. I look at a snapshot of the last 28 days of my YouTube activity, and I've gained 18,000 subscribers in that time. Like, within the last month, I've gained 18,000 subscribers. That's crazy to me. I never thought I would ever see, like, I didn't think I would see 1,000 subscribers ever when I started this. Like, I got 50 people watching me at first, and half of them were the people on my YouTube SMP, and I was like, sure, okay, it's just going to be fun. It's just going to be like a hobby kind of thing. But Survival Guide has really done an enormous amount for my channel, and, oh, why is this here? I have a stray shulker box of ink. When did I put this here? This must have happened off camera at some point. I don't remember. Again, I leave these little presents for myself occasionally because I'm so forgetful with these things. But yeah, what was I saying? I've seen enormous growth through Survival Guide being such a popular series, and again, just forever grateful for the support that I get from my community around that. And I mean, now I post on YouTube that I'm streaming Minecraft, and like 130 people watch me on Twitch, and I'm like, that's incredible. That's again something that I never thought would be possible. So yeah, it's crazy to me that all of this stuff is still possible. But I'm incredibly happy with it all. Suddenly a shulker. Use code userfruit. Thank you for the host. You're back. The cat's fed and you have tea. Excellent. Good to hear. Good to hear. Right, so now the clay is merrily smelting. We have some bricks on the way. There's a ton of glass in here that I can move out as well. Yeah, I have suddenly some ink. I think I might have left it here because I was going to do an episode this week about that glass fog effect. We're going to finally get the ravine done in Founder's Forge and finish off this, because this isn't really meant to be a centerpiece of the city, and I kind of want to finish it before we do much else. So yeah, like I was going to do an episode about that today, which may be why I left the ink here, because I was going to dye some of the glass that we'd smelted here black or grey, depending on what I think is going to look better. Let's actually do a little bit of that here on the stream, because I want to judge the difference between black and grey and see which looks better, and maybe get you guys' opinion on that. We have use code userfruit, that one guy, T.S. Aiden, Elaine, Evan Playwright, B Rich, Mexican28, thank you guys for the follows. Alessandro, thank you for the follow. Charisma, and Dr. Sid, thank you guys for the follows. Appreciate you guys immensely. Thank you so much for showing all the support you have shown today. And Devsy, well, I'm glad to hear that. You deserve the subs and the viewers. I'm sure you'll hit 100k very soon. Dude, you're going to hit 100k bits fairly soon with the amount you're cheering today. Thank you so much. Just saw the new Cobble Clicker video. Yeah, I'm really enjoying that series. Like, if you haven't checked out those Cobble Clicker videos, it's a bedrock map. It's not the usual survival guide tutorial kind of stuff, but it's me and Zloy just having a good time. And if you like us from the Hermitcraft recap, you'll like us in these videos, because that's just how we are. It's just us. It's just us goofing around. And yeah, I really think those videos are a lot of fun, so I hope you guys will enjoy them as well. Do I accept straight donations? Yeah, there should be a link in the description of the stream. Fear 26 with number 1 on the bits. You are number 1. What's the link for the Cobble Clicker videos? They're all on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/pixelriffs. Okay, so we're going to leave light grey out of this, I think. Or maybe we could, if we did it in layers, we could do, like, black glass further down the bottom and then, like, get lighter as we go up to the top. But I don't know how that's... I don't know if that's going to work very well. But what we want to do, in theory, is do that kind of layer effect you get where you start off with a layer of glass down here. And we'll do it in this section of the ravine for now because this is fairly, like... fairly slim over here, so we're not going to use too many resources in doing this. But then we leave a gap and we put more glass down, like so. Ah! So let's put the... Let's actually make another stack of black glass for the sake of comparison here. You don't see anything below the stream. I think Paranor has just put a link in the chat as well. It's all done through Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com/pixelriffs. But yeah, there are going to be some cases where this isn't going to look all that great because of the height of the ravine. So we might need to do a little bit more digging down there. It's also the case that the streaks in the glass and the connected glass texture cheese pop with the host. Thank you. If we turn connected textures off, then that crisscross grid thing that you get where you have a bunch of glass blocks together actually does help a little bit obscuring things, but not as much. It's Devsy with 104 bits taking the number 1 spot. There you go. Yeah, let's go further down into here. And let's layer another couple of layers of glass in where we can, just to see how much of an effect this is really going to have. I think, weirdly, it actually works better with brighter colors. Oh my goodness. Clancy. Nearly gave me a heart attack with $32.63. I presume that works out to something else in whatever your local currency is. It's always really weird when Twitch gives you those crazy numbers, but thank you so much for that generous donation. $32.63. Thank you, Streamlabs, as well, for only having dollars as an amount. Well, I think that stuff is more common for folks who use US dollars anyway. You put it in Great British pounds. Yeah, I know. It translates it to dollars for my interface, even if you donate in pounds. So don't worry. If you've made your donation in a different currency, then it's not going to charge you like a conversion fee or anything like that, I don't think. But there we go. See, now we're starting to get that fog effect, and that's kind of what I want. Now, I'm trying to work out if that's going to be better in grey or if it's going to be better in black. I think I prefer it actually in black, which is good because I've just made an ink farm. But then, yeah, I'm interested to see what this looks like with the new Jappa textures. Excuse me, because he's removed some of that streaky kind of stuff from the middle, which on the one hand is good for using it as windows, but it's the transparency that's really going to give it the look here. And so, I mean, once this is out in the massive ravine, then you'll be able to... I think you'll notice it less, because you won't see the glass borders as much, like you do in these kind of craggy areas. But even then, it still looks pretty good. Hey, Dark Absol, welcome along. Terraforming the Ravine. We're trying out that glass fog effect, because I want to do an episode about this fairly soon, but I want to confirm which type of glass I want to use. And I'm leaning towards black, because I do kind of want it to be like this weird smoke, but for it to feel very industrial and almost pollutant. And so I think that's... the black is going to work out pretty well, I believe. We'll probably need to start it lower down, though. But yeah, just having that, like, once it's all complete and you're unable to see the bottom of the ravine, that's going to look really atmospheric. It's Devsy. Might be the last cheer for the day. Going to go and play some Minecraft for a bit now. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of yours. Thank you again so much for the generous donations. All the cheers and stuff are greatly appreciated. But yeah, considering he's removed the central streaks from the stained glass, I really hope the transparency of the color still kind of creates that fog effect, because that's something that I've seen more and more of recently and is just used to great effect in various places. A combination of dark grey and black could work, yeah. I wonder if layering it like that would give it a different feel and might obscure things a little bit more. I don't know. Let's try it here. Let's take out... This is the problem as well. Breaking glass takes ages, and you can't like do it with haste or anything as far as I'm aware, so it really does mean that we have to get this right first time, because going through and replacing all of this stuff is just going to be a pain. If you layer different stained glass kind of like underneath it like that, that still adds to the texture, doesn't it? Like this. Because it's not going to ruin it with the connected textures. So, yeah, in theory, you can get a thicker fog that way, can't you? New glass texture doesn't seem as saturated. It might even be something that, ultimately, if I wanted to do it in a single-player world, I could just implement a texture pack for, and just, like, up the saturation a little bit, remove some of that. Like, up the opacity, I think. Might be a good way to go with it. This is the grey, right, rather than dark grey. Yeah, that's already producing way more of that fog, which I think I really like. And perhaps we could add different effects to it as well, but yeah, oh yeah. Oh no, that's good. That's really quite good. RIP Iron Farms in 1.14? No, I followed Doc M on Twitter, and he initially freaked out about it and said, like, there's a reduction in spawn rates of iron golems in the 1.14 snapshot, but he says he spoke to the devs about it, and it's actually, like, unintended, and they're going to try and change it back. They don't know what's causing it yet, but, yeah, it does seem to be that iron golem spawn rates have been nerfed, but not intentionally nerfed. So you can leave air layers in between. Or, oh, that's looking good, though. Build kind of looks like a volcano. It's not necessarily meant to be volcanic in nature because, like, volcanoes tend to leave mountain craters and stuff behind. I'm not certain exactly what it's meant to be. It's meant to be some kind of just, like, earth energy, I guess. It is something that I need to actually kind of develop a lore for. But it's, yeah, it's just it's a fantasy thing rather than it being, like, actually geological, you know? Yeah, Doc M is one of those people who's, like, very trusted by the Java dev team. He's done interviews with them before on his channel. Yeah, and he has contacts within the team. He's been to the Mojang offices a couple of times. Like, he has a couple of vlogs on his channel where him and a bunch of other content creators, Grian, was Big B Stats there? I'm pretty sure Big B Stats was there. And, like, Ant Venom and a bunch of them went over to Stockholm for, like, a creator conference. And so he's... yeah, he's been in touch with the devs for a while. So I trust that when he says they've spoken about it and there's intent or lack of intent has been established, I do believe him. Like a dark shadow magic kind of lore. It's not even like necessarily going to be evil, it's just going to be, I don't know, mysterious and ethereal. Direwolf 20. Yeah. There's definitely some folks who went over there. Sorry, I missed Crystal Alpaca's donation. Crystal Alpaca, thank you for the 4 bits. Almost Papa walking time. If I'm not back, have a fun rest of stream. Thank you, appreciate that. In the meantime, TRC Hippo, Tomcat, Sean D Fox, Mini Lulu, Bents, and Chimpy Kid 99 all followed. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I appreciate you guys so much for all of the support you're showing on today's stream. And yeah, we might do a little bit more of this on stream. I'm going to convert a bunch of this into black glass now because I really think that's where we want to go. And I think like 5 or 6 layers of glass here might be enough. Judging by the look we're getting here at this stage, I also really wish, like, I don't know if the latest Snapshot has the changes to glass. Maybe we should take a quick look at that if it does. So bear with me while I cross over here. What exactly are bits for? Their Twitch currency. You can buy them with real money, and effectively it's like donating to a streamer. It's just all done through Twitch instead of through like a third-party website. Is my medieval marketplace complete? I still haven't worked on any of the houses. The market stalls and stuff are pretty much complete. Like, they're as complete as they were in that episode. Ooh. It fades between, like, the Mojang screen and this now. Ooh. Fancy. Alright, it'll pop up in a second. There it is. Alright. I know what I'm doing. This is going to be a completely separate world. So bear with me while we mess with this. What's today tea? Just Yorkshire Gold. I had some Smoky Russian from Bird and Blend earlier, but... Okay, apparently I... Oh, the foxes. That was what happened. Look at the foxes! They're so cute! Oh, look at them napping! I have a real affinity for the foxes. Like, if anybody doesn't follow me on Instagram and you haven't seen, like, the foxes in my backyard. Hello. You want to see a Minecraft fox? Look at them. They're so cute. I'm in creative mode right now. I'm just trying stuff out in the snapshot.
It looks like the ones in our backyard when they sleep.
They do, yeah.
Is its tail going through its head? What was happening there?
It's just a little blocky, so there's a little one in there as well, if I, like, nudge him out of the way.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a tiny fox growing out of the bigger fox. I push. Go. Get out. Anyway, there's a little one here as well.
Very cute.
These two are just, like, snuggled or something. I need to find a ravine, because I'm testing out some stuff in creative mode.
Hi, everybody.
My wife.
I'm over here. Having my cup of tea.
How is your tea?
Good, thank you.
Good. Do you want a peanut M&M?
Sure. What?
I'm just, like, handing these out. who is the last. This is my wife. This is Kay. Mrs. Riffs, as she is known to some people.
Is my shirt gonna do a weird thing to the screen?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, though.
Mine isn't, though, strangely, because this is very much a shade of green, but probably too dark to be picked up on the camera.
Is it? I feel like it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah.
You are sort of vaguely transparent there. That's really funny.
Yeah. Blue and green stripies.
You can't do the /locate command and find a ravine in this world, which is deeply
Your husband
frustrating.
is an absolute legend. Legend.
Apparently. Oh, it does. Oh, it's different. Good. We have new glass to play with. This is the retexture.
How goes the Spanish? It goes. It goes. I don't know, 5-6 chapters deep into Harry Potter in Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
It's going well. Yeah.
Agreed.
Huh?
Agreed.
Agreed. Yeah.
There's those blue flowers as well.
Are they hostile when you're around the babies of the?
The foxes, they're not hostile so much as they are like they'll run away from you. I don't think they like nip at your heels. They do the thing llamas do, where if you hit them, then they'll hit you back, but only once.
They're not gonna like come after you.
Yeah, it's not like wolves where if you hit them, they all like swarm you. They're more kind of timid than that.
I like pixel whiffs, like wifes. Pixel
Pixel whiffs.
Pixel wives. The whiffies.
Pixel whiffs is my Rocket League account.
Why is he in creative? Why are you in creative?
Why am I in creative? I'm testing out some stuff with the new glass. This is just a snapshot world. It's not my survival guide world at all. I just wanted to test out the layered glass fog effect, but I can't find a ravine for the life of me. Which is silly, because ravines should be everywhere. I'm in a plains biome. There's tons of lakes.
Something up about a ravine earlier. No, I cannot make this go up.
There's lots of like little gullies and stuff in the landscape like this, but no actual like ravine generation that I can see. I'm probably like skipping over a couple of them and just not seeing them, but
Someone was commenting about like what you could do once you found the ravine, but not
yeah,
how valuable this would be.
it's apparently going to take a while. Spectator mode. I mean, I could move around a little bit faster. It's not going to change much.
Aye.
I'm not looking for an underground ravine. I'm looking for a surface ravine, specifically so I can try something out. So this is going to be a little bit tedious if we can't find one, but hey. At least we get to look at foxes.
Chixel riffs. Huh. Oh yeah, your mug is green.
My mug is green. I always try and stream with this mug because it's like space mug. Yeah, I always find that pretty funny. Seriously, this world has no ravines in it. I'm cursed.
You're cursed.
Yeah.
Something you see look quicker. Go underground and spectate mode.
Cosmic Dancer with 1,000 bits.
Aw.
1,000 bits
for me.
for you.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Buy yourself something nice, apparently.
It's the voice. If you find the ravine, walk along the ground. Not paying attention. It works for me every time. Ha ha ha. Just wander and fall into a ditch. No, someone was saying something about going under the ground
Yeah,
and being able to see it that way.
we could do that. I'm sure ravines are down there somewhere. But yeah, I'm trying to test it in very specific circumstances based on like the world I have for survival guide. But I guess we could probably just do something in an area like this. So what we're going to do is layer up the stained glass like so. It's actually quite like it's got some opacity to it anyway. Like, even though the streaks have been removed from the texture, it's actually got this kind of, like, slight mistiness to it naturally. So I think we're probably not going to be able to... I mean, it's not going to kill the fog texture that we want to do.
I don't know what's happening.
There is a building technique, I guess you could call it, whereby you layer up layers of stained glass like this, and it just kind of obscures the stuff underneath it to the point where you can create this sort of foggy effect.
I see.
And I'm planning on doing that with the ravine that I have in my survival guide world, and I just wanted to test it out with the new textures now that they have changed the texture of glass to see if the effect would be ruined by the texture because it's clearer, because the old texture has a lot more streaks in it, and the new glass texture is fairly, like, clear. Like, it's only got these little pixels in the corners here and here. It's a lot more easy to find for this glass. Like, current glass has, like, streaks down the middle, and people have asked for glass to be kind of clarified for a long time. It also has more of a profound effect on the lighting from what I can see here. But that's already starting to generate a bit of an effect. And if you just layer up alternating layers of grey and black glass like this, or if you just layer up a different color of glass with like air blocks in between it, a lot of the time it will still create this kind of like this effect over several layers. It's a little bit more transparent maybe, like if you look at it from the top down, but it does feel like it's kind of, it's not actually obscuring the lighting under there, but it sort of feels like it might be, in a way. It's also not connecting the textures, which Optifine does for you, so it's, yeah, I think Denator Games has already put out a connected textures pack for this, like, this new retexture, because the guy works really fast. But yeah, so
How it look with lava or magma underneath it?
probably a lot more transparent, because light sources tend to, like, it helps with the effect sometimes if you want like a really bright ravine. Like Iskall on season 4 of Hermitcraft did like a green ravine, because obviously like lime green is his thing, right? But I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the people in the chat. But then yeah, the people in the chat know Iskall, but the idea behind this is that it's meant to be kind of dark and moody down there rather than to glow from within in the way that the other kind of fog effects do. And it might look a little bit better, but with the transparency of this texture, you are still going to be able to see through it quite heavily. I know I could probably use like the fill command to fill out this area instead of placing all the blocks, but it gives me something to do while I talk. Iskall's the one that uses all the tectoplasm. Welcome to Hermitcraft Recap in-jokes. So that's a sandwich of about, yeah, like 7 layers of glass now. And that is creating basically the same effects. And I think it's probably, it needs more layers with this texture. And I don't know what it would look like without the lines there. And we'll put some, that's salt sand, we'll put some glowstone underneath it to see if the glowstone is more visible through this texture. You know what? It's not really. Like, you can definitely see there is something down there, but if you mix that with like a cobblestone texture, it would be kind of difficult to pick out. So that's not bad. That hasn't completely killed my enthusiasm for the project, which is what I wanted to test.
Interesting.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Are you talking to your family soon?
What time is it? Probably in half an hour or so, yeah.
Cool. Okay. I will probably wrap up my stream there then.
Oh.
Because, yeah, Twitch is already having enough problems, like dropping frames and stuff. Like, you see the little warning triangle down there with the number next to it? That number is how many times it has dropped, like, more than 10% of the frames.
Oh, no.
So it's done that, like, 77 individual times during the stream. So I think that's probably going to do. Oh, let's raid Whip. Whip is streaming right now. So that's going to be a good person to drop a raid on. He always seems to be streaming on Sundays now, which is good. It's good to see him getting back in the game. So we're going to be raiding Whip TV. If you guys don't know him, he is also on the Decidedly Vanilla server, but has a fantastic Minecraft survival server, makes some excellent videos, and does tutorials for sort of how to build a castle and how to build a vineyard and stuff like that. He's a big builder, a landscaper, and very accomplished at what he does. So I recommend checking him out. We're going to drop a raid on him, and you can use your Pixel Hype emotes and your Pixel Flip emotes if you like the hashtag PixelRaid as well to show some love over on Whip's stream. He is very deserving of your time and your follows, so make sure you join the raid. And that's going to be it from me for now. I will be back later in the week, and we may even do a little bit of streaming from the Minecraft Survival Guide world and a little bit of Blitzball in Final Fantasy. Actually, we're done with Blitzball now. A little bit of monster hunting in Final Fantasy at some point. But that is going to be it for now. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name has been Pixel Riffs. Thank you again for all the bits, the support, the love, the subscribes, all of that stuff. It really means a great deal, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye for now.